For this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Omaha.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, and you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
First carry for Royce Freeman. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Out of the gun, Keenum. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. They do snap it to Keenum. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Now Keenum. Flush to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll run with Booker. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got third and short. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Keenum. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, let's go. Very left.
Throwing on first down is Keenum. Eluding the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Let's go.
A second down carry for Booker. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And now they'll throw with Keenum. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll get it up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Yeah, baby. Green 80. Hey, spread left. Spread left. Mike 39, Lucy. So right, so right. So right, so right.
Now Doug Marrone with a play clock almost out says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Here we go. Punch right, punch right, punch right. So right, so right.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
In his own end zone, it's Bortles. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Doug Marrone with a play clock almost out says, let's take a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Lucy, Lucy. Move. 372.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. To throw, it's Bortles. Going for the deep ball. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he is all the way up past the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Very left, very left.
After the interception, here's Keenum. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Roger, Roger, Roger. Hey, slow down, slow down. 22. 22. I think it's 2.
Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Sanders has it over the middle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st, again, they go with Booker. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt, and it's 3rd and 5. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
22. 22.
From the gun, it's Keenum. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, we progressed through the preseason, so let's prognosticate about the regular season. NFC.
Can we overanalyze?
Yeah, I want to overanalyze, too. NFC, the 4 divisions, who do you have winning them?
Let's start in the East. The Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl last year, got better in the offseason. I think they win their division again, although Dallas will make a strong run at them.
Okay. And the South, you were saying you like Atlanta.
Yeah, I do like Atlanta to get back to the top. Tough division. 3 teams in the playoffs last year. Atlanta, New Orleans, which won the division, and Carolina.
Going west, who do you have out there?
The Rams. They took over for the Seahawks last year. I expect them to stay on the top of the heap. But let's face it, a lot of excitement in San Francisco with Jimmy Garoppolo.
And in the North, can Green Bay overtake Minnesota?
They can, but I don't think that they will. I think the Vikings defense carries them home. Kirk Cousins, their new quarterback. The Packers will challenge in a big way, but keep an eye on Detroit as well.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Denver right after this.
Lucy.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to... And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, spread left. Spread left. Green 80. Green 80. Omaha. Spread left. Here we go. Green is it.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Here we go. Hey, let's go. Trips left. Omaha. So right. Green is it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
On first down, Keenum being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Back to the air on second down. It's Keenum. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Keenum on third down. He throws it, he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Yeah, we're good, we're good. Roger, roger, roger. 22.
Keenum now on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and now it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, orange, orange! Orange, orange! 22!
Back to the air. Keenum on second down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now he steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On 2nd and 10, Keenum. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Booker on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points. And that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
22.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good. And this is now a one-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. and they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Bortles now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. That'll bring up second down. Well, hey, we got to get in the AFC Week 1 talk. We talked about the NFC and what to look forward to on their schedule, but there's some great AFC games as well.
And many people believe the AFC West is as good a division as there is in the NFL. How about this for an opener? The Kansas City Chiefs headed to take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Patrick Mahomes, the new quarterback for KC, has to deal with the pass rush of Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram of the Los Angeles Chargers. And a second one that catches my eye is Houston at New England. The Texans always trying to measure themselves against the Patriots. Now they get back Deshaun Watson, they get back J.J. Watt and Whitney Merciless, and they take on the defending AFC champs in Foxborough.
And one crossover game. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 74 yards. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. So the Broncos coming out now.
Very left, very left.
On first down, it's Keenum. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, right now, Charles, we sit in the thick of preseason, and, of course, that means we're in the thick of fantasy football draft season. So, you know, the top 5, it's good to have David Johnson back, Le'Veon Bell, of course, Gurley, Ezekiel Elliott, Antonio Brown, all studs. Who would you take #1 in a fantasy draft?
Oh, that's a tough one, but I would look at Todd Gurley and David Johnson as my top 2 picks. Johnson missed all of last.
And got his man complete. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A huge play there for Denver. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, Keenum. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
The Broncos on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Keenum throwing once more. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And McManus able to put it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Green 80, Lucy, green 80.
They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Well, hey, switching gears for a second, halfway through the preseason, any big takeaways that you've seen so far, Charles?
Just a few come to mind. Number one, the roster of 90 that stays that way throughout preseason, I think is a boon for every team because you can practice a little bit better, get a few more things done because you have more bodies, and those guys get to get on tape for 4 preseason games. So I think that's really good. The other part is normal execution. Struggle a little bit. Early in the season, guys trying to get it back together. And last but not least, the practice of coming together with another team, 2 joint practices before a preseason game, becoming more and more widespread, and you're getting a lot of really good competition and practice with the best versus the best from each team.
This one complete to Niles Paul. Touchdown, Jaguars! Niles Paul, 49 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Going up top. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run with Booker. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Let's go, let's go.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. On 3rd and short, this is Janovich. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Keenum runs the sneak. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And instead of having a one-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Move, green 80. 372.
Now a play fake. Bortles. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Bortles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Green 80. Green 80. Hey, spread right. Spread right. Spread right. Spread right. Smack. 11B. 11B. Lucy. 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 Green is good.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Bortles will try again on second down. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Green 80. 11. Green 80.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And the Jaguars send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Barry Church. And he is out of bounds here on the return. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Hey, let's go. Trips left, trips left. Lucy. Set. Green 80. So right. 11B. Green is set.
Bortles going to look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? But he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
He's back to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. He'll look to throw.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll look to throw. Escapes the sand. Fights him off. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
372. Let's go. Lucy. Move.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big third down play there for the Jags. 62 yards. Bortles going to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go. Very left.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Let's go. Hey, or yours. Very left. Hey, or yours.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's